Batman 41 at the end of Batman number 40. Bruce Wayne
is presumed dead. And this is mostly takes place 3 months after the fact, and we see Jim Gordon
in a hard suit.
Yeah,
because it's bubblegum crisis.
Jumps into action up against his first very different villain. This definitely sets a very different tone, and it looks like I can see why Scott Snyder wanted to call this all new Batman, because right from the get-go you're like, this is something different and new, and this is definitely, if anything, we're going to get a very different and unique story. Whether or not in the end that is proven good or bad, we'll see.
Jim Gordon looks like a Muppet in that frame.
This one?
That one, yeah.
Well,
he looks like a Muppet.
And also we get anyways, talking about positives, because Aaron really doesn't like this idea.
I have no problems with the idea. I think the idea is actually really, really interesting. My problem is that it doesn't make sense within any of the stuff that they've already established. Like, why did any of the Robins not try to step up and be Batman?
I went over this.
Where did Jim Gordon get a hard suit?
I guess maybe. Well, no, the suit.
Does Sylvia Stingray exist in this world?
I don't know who it is.
The suit is created. So basically, the police force decided to
with
make
powers with. Basically, Scott Snyder must really like Batman Beyond because he always loves to bring up the Powers family. So, in this setup is that the Powers family who bought out Wayne Enterprises, so wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Power Wayne Tech in Beyond world.
Yeah.
So they bought out Wayne Enterprises after Eternal, after Hush bankrupted them.
Yeah.
So they basically started up a Batman training program, and the CEO is just kind of gives Jim Gordon a little speech of why he has to be Batman, because he's the only person who really knows the city. Yeah. So I guess I can buy that reason.
So he's Commander Vimes?
Again, whatever. I have issues too that Dick Grayson isn't Batman. I really hope Scott Snyder addresses why later on that
hopefully
no one else stepped up, because I feel like
maybe they're gonna go take care of their own cities. I can kind of see
Dick Grayson has nothing to do but be a secret agent. He already said in Batman and Robin, I'm gonna have a little nerd. Yeah, I really like this issue though, but I will say that it's already in a very recent story, we already have Dick Grayson going, if you die, I'll come back and be Batman.
Well, maybe there'll be a bat off.
Well, that's what Battle.
That's what
Battle of Hell is.
Yeah.
But now Jason's significantly less crazy, and Tim Drake is even more of a little boy than he was in the old continuity.
Because somehow Tim Drake just gets younger. He's got reverse aging disease.
Well, actually, it's weird because they've aged him up. No, he's definitely aged again, because at one point he's shorter than everybody, and then for some reason at some point he just magically grows taller.
See, I think that's just more bad art and bad editorial continuity, which I again have issues with a lot of DC stuff.
At this point, this universe is 2 years past starting point with everything.
Whatever.
So we got games 12, which makes sense in the context of
the concept is really cool, and it makes me want to read it. What I've been led to believe, because I haven't read it yet. To be perfectly fair, I haven't read it yet. I will be reading it today and then posting the review tomorrow, which will be long gone by the time that this goes live. But
hey, I do my best.
You do awesome.
Yeah, you do great, Jenna.
Yeah. So no fault there. So it's the stuff that I've heard so far is making me a little bit leery of the comic, but it is something that I want to read.
It's true, the whole car ride here that we just kind of talked about this issue.
Yeah.
Also, there's just talking about the 2 Batman books that came out today, which honestly, I think it was dumb. It was dumb to release these 2 comics on the same day, personally, I think. Is
it Gordon in that one?
Yeah, it's Gordon in this one too.
Only, Bullock is hunting down.
This is more about Bullock. And so Bullock's in both these comics. My main problem is that Detective Comics, since Manapul and Buccellato took over, is very Harvey Bullock-centered, which is fine, because he is a good character. But in this, we see Harvey Bullock completely down with Jim Gordon becoming Batman. 100%. In this comic...
He's not?
He's not. Actually, for most of this comic, most of it's flashback. In this comic, Harvey Bullock doesn't yet know that Jim Gordon's going to be Batman.
But he knew from
the start. Exactly. In this comic, it says he's known from the start. In this, it says he doesn't know fuck all. He swore again. So he doesn't know anything, and Harvey Bullock hates the idea. I transitioned really badly. We're still talking about Batman, but they relate. practically connected.
I want to say something Batman related.
Do it.
But not to do with these.
That's okay.
I finished Convergence the other day.
Whoa.
And
I'm so sorry.
Issue 2, I really enjoyed because Batman meets Batman, but Batman with the red bat symbol is...
So, is it Flashpoint or 2 Batman?
I don't...
Because they both have the red symbol and they're both Thomas
Wayne. Yeah.
Thomas Wayne meets Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it was just like that kind of... Reading that was really cool. That was my favorite.
Alright, back to the actual comic.
Thanks,
you have really good writers and really stupid editorial decisions.
Yes. Sorry. I had points. So some things that I really liked, just actual moments. There's a now double page spread, thanks Nick Lachey, where Jim Gordon basically just mocks like his mecha suit, and then we just have like a quick little guy, the guy who designed the suit going over it is just like, oh, you don't like it? You don't like the colors? Yeah. And you just now get a quick like
car. Yeah,
like he just does it up.
Sorry, I'm looking at that and all I can think of, look, you have all 4 of the Bubblegum Crisis girls.
But I don't know, I found this really funny that they just they Dark Knight, he does up a Dark Knight Returns version, 1970s Batman version, Zur-En-Arr, and then the 0 year.
Yeah, with the baby bottle.
Yeah, with the baby bottle, little bit. Yeah, he put his little bat symbols too. It's like Moody Batman, cute. Smiley Batman, crazy face Batman, and little baby Batman.
Yeah. This is the first one that I read of DC Comics, and this one line here, why don't you just slap an ad on it and call it a day? And then I know exactly. Ad, and I was just like,
hilarious. It's like Scott Snyder knew.
That was funny. Okay.
Yeah, just
and then you read the other ones. I'm just like, oh, not so funny anymore.
Well, last week. This is a whole month thing, but whoever at least whoever decided to do the page layout for this comic book has a very good sense of humor, placing the ad below.
You know what honestly the Twix ad makes me look forward to? Not eating Twix, because I don't really like Twix. But some of these are going to be terrible, and eventually there's a webcomic reviewer named Linkara who does a show called Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Yep. And he's going to get so bloody angry at those ads.
Yeah.
He's just going to be infuriated by them.
I want to know what's going to happen when the trades come out.
Oh, it's just because I have decided to sit down and actually count the pages in comics because I like to know how much I'm getting ripped off for my money.
It is half a page.
Yeah, it is half a page. They were meant to be one page.
Okay.
So in the collection, I'm assuming that it will just be one page.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But they have done it smartly, at least that usually the pages look like they would lead naturally into that. But like the sections, like if you even take that and just put that there, it's the same.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Is it a problem that I kind of want those 4 Batman armors to be running around at the same time, and then they can combine into some greater Batman armor?
Well,
like Gurren Lagann style.
They could do
that. We got one. We got one for Jason, and we got one for Tim.
Yeah,
we got
That'd be awesome.
Damien.
Damien is the baby Batman.
Yeah, baby Batman. I would have put him in the crazy one, or I guess you could put Jason.
And then Jason in the crazy one.
Because
Dick has to go into
that in the happy
classic,
one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tim can have
Moody Batman.
Moody Batman, and I guess Damien gets baby.
This is a good idea, Scott Snyder.
Do it.
Use it.
But don't actually, because everybody's supposed to know that Dick Grayson's dead. Which I'm assuming is like the main reason why he didn't take up being Batman, is because he's supposed to be dead. Although at the end of Endgame, how no one woke up. I guess Dick Grayson must have woken up first and ran off and didn't bother to see if his friends were okay. We'll see, because the Batgirl Annual #3 is
due
very
out soon.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. My one complaint.
I can feel your hate from here.
My one kind of I love Greg Capullo's artwork, but there's actually one complaint I do have, and it's like, oof.
That Jim Gordon looks like a Muppet?
No, actually, it's that he draws Maggie Sawyer in here at some point, and
both of us thought it was a guy.
It looks like a male character.
It's the hands.
It's the hands, and just all of it.
Oh wow,
that's Maggie Sawyer, and she looks middle-aged, so she looks way too old.
I was going to say that was Leon from Bubblegum Crisis.
For any
the gay cop.
I'm pretty sure no, that's Montoya on the cover there, but Yeah, pretty much. She looks completely different than she has in any other depiction in the universe so far. So,
and including later on in the comic, because correct me if I'm wrong, but that's Maggie Sawyer sort of hanging out in the background there.
Here?
Yeah.
No,
that's the CEO of Powers.
No.
I can't remember her name, but evidently her and Gordon are good friends. Apparently.
Amazing how that happens.
Yeah. So basically, it's the rest of the comic's just like Batman. Jim Gordon on his first Batman outing, and just this one back and forth between, like, pretty much the process to Jim Gordon accepting the role as Batman.
Yeah.
Cool. And as I kind of thought from like some artwork teases, is that it is not just the Bat Bunny suit. There is a actually really badass suit underneath it that Jim Gordon wears.
It reminds me of Cassandra Cain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Bat.
And also it's just kind of labeled...
Also, can I state for the record that Black Bat is an awesome bloody character and they need to bring her back?
They really do.
Yeah.
We'll find a way. Apparently, they said they have immediate plans for her.
Good.
So we'll see her probably soon. This was definitely obviously the biggest release this week for DC.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I'm definitely gonna read the rest of this. I want to know where it's going. Like everybody, it's still on point. Really good introduction issue. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what Capullo and Snyder got for us for the next 9 issues before Bruce Wayne comes back, because he already said that's happening.
The Return of Bruce Wayne, part
16.
But he's not going to be coming back through time this time.
In the past, like 10 years, Bruce Wayne has come back how many times?
We need to...
Yeah, we need to wrap up.
So, what? 9-10.
Yeah. Alright, so fast rundown for the rest of these comics.
You can do it.
I can do it. I already talked a little about Detective Comics again. That's about all I have to really say. This arc looks promising for what is my guess probably the final arc by this team. Quick rundown of the new #1s I picked up. So Constantine. Okay, just quick. So Constantine is my favorite of the 3. I also picked up Starfire and Earth 2 Society. I didn't read World's End. There's a new Batman in here too, and it's Dick Grayson. The artwork was really nice. This ended really abruptly, and it's kind of just set up and explaining things that happened.
Is that Helena Wayne Huntress or Helena Bertinelli?
Helena Wayne.
Nice!
Yeah.
I'm really glad they decided to carry her over because I love Helena Wayne.
Well, it's because this is like the Earth 2 version, so in Earth 2 she was like there, and then she came, and now she came back with Power Girl, and so set up.
We were talking about Birds of Prey earlier.
If
the TV show.
I'd pick this up in trade, because, like I said, it ends abruptly, so it really is just like, alright, I feel like if this was a trade and I turned the page, Daniel Wilson? I can't remember the name.
Oh god, that's gorgeous artwork.
Yeah,
okay.
It's really good.
So, yeah, I'm going to be reading this today, which I wasn't going to do before, but...
Again, and then Constantine, really, really liked. Honestly, I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to Constantine, so I just instantly got a sense of the character, like, immediately from this.
Yeah.
Found it. Riley Rossmo's art is amazing.
He's really hit and miss. Like a lot of his.
I liked it a lot.
I think he has to be doing a certain comic.
Yeah.
For his art to like really
carry over.
Yeah. Well, it worked here. James Tynion and Ming Doyle are the writers on this one. So this was good. Strong chance. And also, something surprising for a DC comic, there's literal sex in this comic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That happens every now and again.
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah, but usually it's like on the way to there. This is like, he literally narrates it going mid-coitus.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's also a Constantine thing, so, because he's a terrible person.
Yes, I know. Great. I love it, which is why I'll probably continue reading this if I decide that it beats out one of the other 5 DC books I want to continue reading. Starfire. Jenna didn't like it. I liked it.
I liked it, but I didn't like how they were writing Starfire herself.
I, on the other hand, did like how they write Starfire, because in universe, in the Constantine universe, not great, but if you love the Teen Titans cartoon, like everybody does, then this is pretty much a more mature version of that, but not really, because her personality is exactly the same.
Well, that was one of the big problems that DC, the New 52, had, specifically, was they brought in a lot of new readers with the New 52. Like, it did initially kind of work.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you had a lot of people that really, really liked the Teen Titans cartoon, and I'm sorry for that.
No. This is more me making the joke I made earlier, that everybody that was up in arms about scantily clad Starfire and Red Hood and the Outlaws, she's literally naked in this one. So
again, it's
have fun not giving them shit for this.
Well, no, it's context, because context is everything.
Still, no.
This is blatant.
No, it didn't need to be there. Blatantly, look, it is just fan service. The scene, which is weird that they label the scenes in this comic, and it's called Wet Then Wild. It's literally she's in the shower and she gets out and like sees a dude and he's like, please put a towel on. She's like, what's the problem? Yeah. So it was funny. It was played for laughs.
It's context. And it's the context of how that story is portrayed and how that character is treated with what's going on around her. In the Red Hood and the Outlaws, it was an elimination of agency and character. In this one, it's character development and played for laughs.
It's not development. It's just like it's reestablishing her old version of character.
Yeah, which I found weird because I read Red Hood and the Red Hood and Arsenal. #1, and the characters were pretty much the same.
Through this because this artist who drew this, I was really looking forward to.
The art's really good. The story was
this is better.
The story was alright. It wasn't anything too special. It was just basically getting the team back together.
These new costumes are 90s-tastic.
Yes, they are.
They are.
They're extreme.
That Jason's wearing like this little like lifesaver vest thing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
these are horrible.
Wow,
designs.
That's awful.
What is wrong with the old? Jason Todd's old costume was good. Actually, only Given Eternal was really good, where they took out the mouth and it was like still the biker helmet. It was
But yeah, so like reading this, I read this one before I read Starfire, and I was just like, oh, okay. So when I read Starfire, I expected her to be like pretty similar to how she was in Red Hood and the Outlaws, but she really wasn't. I was just like, oh, well, that's really weird. Like, why did they change her character so much?
And O'Connor sort of take
not O'Connor, just Connor.
Connor, my bad. I'm a terrible person as well. They tend to take and just ignore whatever came before and do their own thing.
Which I guess it worked for Harley Quinn. Yeah. I actually liked Starfire more than Harley Quinn #0 was like my favorite comic of 2013
because it was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
Everything since then that I've read.
I've really enjoyed. I find Harley Quinn hit or miss. When it hits, it's amazing. When it misses, it's okay.
After like issue 2 for me, Harley Quinn was just a miss, and I haven't gone back since. But I'll get the second trade. And then the last new DC I picked up this week was Gotham Academy, featuring Damian Wayne. This is just a quick little adventure between Maps and Damian. Really cute, really fun, really great artwork. Yeah, it was just like a really nice one-off story, and cute. Cute is exactly how I would just sum up the story. And then I also picked up a couple other things, but we don't need to talk about those because
they're not
DC books. They're not DC, so we're not going to talk about them today.
One of them is Spider-Man.
One of them was the final issue of Spider-Man. Spoilers, it was alright.
Spoilers, it was
wait, what issue is it?
5.
That's it?
Yeah, it's okay though, they're integrating. Yeah, because Secret Wars is there to ruin everything forever.
It literally says in the letters page, it's like, this is the last issue, because Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you can see her in the Spider-Verse book.
Okay, so I picked up 2 comics here.
They're coming back.
I think maybe we'll do a separate Chrononauts episode, just because it was the wrap up of the first arc, because there will be a second.
Eventually,
in the fall. We're also running short on time because Reva and I have to get to work. Yeah. So I will talk about Roche Limit very quickly. This is the second issue of Roche Limit Clandestiny. And it's basically about a group of people that are going to a space colony that's supposed to be completely deserted, and they're dropping off like this package, and they have no idea what's in it. That's never good. Yeah. Always look at the packages. So yeah, they're over the colony, and they get shot down, and they crash land on the colony, and they're just like, well, obviously there's someone here because we got shot down. So the team splits up. Never a good idea.
What is this? Like what not to do in a horror movie?
Wow.
Pretty much. And yeah, so one goes to look for who shot them down, and the other goes to the area that they were supposed to be going to explore. And obviously things go horribly wrong. People start dying. And you learn that there's this forest that's not supposed to be on this colony because like it's not supposed to be able to grow anything. So right off the bat they know like something's up. And apparently this forest, the moment you step into it, will show you what you want. And when you wake up from this dream like spell that the forest puts on you, you are convinced that that is your life. So this one woman has this dream where she's in a relationship with, I guess, another woman that she knew on Earth, and she had a son. And then when she wakes up, she's just like, "Where's my son? Give me my son!" And she like turns on her team because
that's horrifying.
Yeah.
I need to read this.
So basically, it's a really good sci-fi horror, and I know a lot of people, when they were reading Pisces, some people messaged me and they're just like, "Oh, you know, I really enjoyed Pisces, but I was hoping it'd be a little more of a sci-fi horror." So if you are looking for something else, I would definitely give Roche Limit Clandestiny a read.
I plan to. That sounds phenomenal.
So, alright, I think this would be nice. If we were poor comic fans on a budget and we only had to pick one comic of the comics that we picked up this week, what would you recommend?
See, I do a weekly top 5 for exactly this reason.
Well, now we're going to do one on Nerdcouver where you can just choose just one.
Well, Reva would pick 4 points because she had the one comic. I think out of all of the ones that I picked up this week, I would have to... man. It's tied between Chrononauts and Roche Limit because they were both really good. I would probably have to say Roche Limit Clandestiny, though, just because... yeah.
Mine would be a tie between Coffin Hill and Catwoman.
No, pick one. No ties.
Give me 1 second.
No ties.
You have to fight yourself.
Fight yourself.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Okay, Coffin Hill.
Coffin Hill. Okay.
Surprise!
And if you're going to pick up one comic, pick up Constantine. I would actually recommend this even over Batman.
I plan to.
I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah,
I think we might
really
need to
liked
order
it
more,
a
though.
lot. Which is why I'm going to put this one in the box.
Alright, well that's
so
it.
yeah, I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Thanks
Next
for coming to my house, guys.
It was fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Did
thanks
you
for having
just
us.
check out my comic wall?
I did. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
it's awesome. We can't see it on camera, or maybe we can. But it's really cool.
It our win.
Yeah, we will talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to go to the Gentleman Hecklers tonight, and thanks to Big Pete for normally hosting us and for giving us the comics to review. And
we're sorry if we're late for work today.